Barbara, and I'm a bereavement volunteer, and this is my friend
Danny.
and Danny's going to be helping me. And this is the last of our projects, and this is what we're calling a bag of comfort. And it's kind of like a little bit of a swag bag. It's got all kinds of good stuff in it, right? And you have done this with us for just about every single one of our projects. And with each one of the projects, you've been thinking about who?
My grandpa.
Your grandpa Danny, right? And sort of like as a treat, this is a bag of things that I'm going to take out one at a time and show you. And then we'll talk about how they help with sort of calming you down, helping you think. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So, one at a time. In this bag of comfort, we have got a journal. And also in this bag of comfort, we've got a pen. So, what can you think of as what you can do with the journal and the pen to help you through a few things?
Well, you could write about things. You could write about your last one. You could write stories.
Mm-hmm.
You could write things to comfort you.
Mm-hmm. And you could also draw pictures.
You could draw pictures.
Yeah. You could make up stories.
You could make up stories.
Yeah, you could. Sometimes, if you write a story and you write a different ending, sometimes that's a fun thing to do.
Write one story, make a different ending, then write another story.
Right. And those things can often be comforting to you. Sometimes just putting your feelings down in words is good. Okay, let's put that off to the side and I'll take out another thing in here. All right, or you can take it out. Take one at a time. All right, so the other thing that we have in here is a bag of
Hershey's Kisses.
Hershey's Kisses. Now, Hershey's Kisses are just, they're in there as like a symbol, as sometimes you just want to have something that comforts you, makes you feel good, and makes you think of your person. And kisses were the idea of, well, you can think about that person giving you a hug and a kiss. You, however, are
Vegan, so I'm not going to eat these, but you could think of it as a way to comfort yourself.
and you could put something different in yours, right? So what would you have in your bag since you can't eat,
You could do anything. You could do like a different snack, like some fruit snacks or something.
Right.
You could even do like a vegan chocolate.
Oh, I didn't even know they had that. So neat. So you could have something in there that just, sometimes it's just good for your soul to have a tasty treat.
They have like a vegan everything.
Oh, do they? I bet your mom knows how to cook them too. All right, you want to pull something else out of the bag?
What?
Okay, so let's see what that is. All right. So inside of the bag is, all right, I'll read the little poem that comes with it. These stones were chosen just for you and have a special meaning. The smooth stones are like the bright and shiny parts of you, the parts that are healing and growing stronger than before. The rough stone is like that corner of your heart that may always feel a little rough and painful because of what's happened to you. But because of what happened, it's made you stronger than you were before. Nice, huh? So that's another little thing in your bag of comfort. Did you like the little poem?
Yes,
I kind of did too.
See it up.
Yeah. All right. Let's pull something else out.
Play-Doh.
Okay, Play-Doh. And what else is in? There's nothing like a good jar of new Play-Doh, right?
Yeah.
But what else do you have in there with the Play-Doh?
Some googly eyes to
Some
me.
googly eyes. So the idea with this is you can turn it into what we're calling a grief monster. So if you pull the Play-Doh out, yeah, and sometimes you just feel mad. Doesn't that feel good? Right, so you can get mad at that Play-Doh, and here's a safe place to smash it. There you go.
Make a little thing. We can push in to make it look like he has like a head. He looks like he has like a hammerhead shark head.
He kind of does.
And you can give him some arms. arms. And some legs.
Yep.
It doesn't have to.
It doesn't
Look
even have
good.
it doesn't have to look real. And then you can add the personality. And now he seems a little more friendly. Now your little grief monster is friendly. Do you want to keep the eyes in him and put him back in the jar?
Or you could smash it.
Go for it. You want to smash him?
Smash
Go
the
for
grief.
it. All right. That's getting rid of him.
Destroy the grief monster. There we go.
Exactly right. Destroy
Now
the
he's
key.
a pancake monster.
Show it to the camera. Yeah. Kind of neat. All right. Are you sort of thinking that he's
Should I
talking
take
to
the
you
eyeballs
there?
out?
It's up to you. It won't hurt them to stay on.
Stick it into the Play-Doh.
And Play-Doh is just, it always smells good, doesn't it?
It does kind of smell. It's got the Play-Doh smell.
It has the Play-Doh smell, which I think every kid in the world recognizes and loves. Okay, so let's pull something else out of the bag.
Wah, wah.
Okay,
Here, wait. There's
so
another one.
cool. Now what is that?
Bubble wand.
Bubble wands. Why do you suppose those are in there?
Bubble.
Because think about this. Have you ever been mad and blown bubbles? I don't think it's possible. Do you? I think it's, you caught one. It's almost impossible to be angry and blow bubbles.
I got two.
Cool. And now you can blow a whole bunch more. Neat, right?
Take a bubble, blow it into more bubbles.
Cool. Right, we'll put those off to the side. Oh, see, now we've started something.
I'm not gonna stop.
I get it. I totally get it. But let's see what else is in the bag.
The final item.
Is there one
the
final?
Best for last.
Oh, and what is that?
It's a color changing stress ball. When you squeeze it, it changes colors.
Isn't that neat? And sometimes that's exactly what a person needs, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. There's
Especially
something,
me.
it's very satisfying, isn't it?
Yes.
Now.
Very satisfying.
It could be that you're going to have a hard time thinking about this because now your head is full of doing this. But are there any other things you can think might go in your bag?
More stress balls?
So fill it up with the stress balls.
And
What
then
about-
sit in like a bath of stress balls.
And that should solve all your problems.
Boom.
Maybe the whole world should have those.
No more stress.
Right.
They should.
What about having maybe a jump rope or something in there?
Yeah.
What about maybe having a stuffed animal?
Yeah, that can calm you down. Or a piece of paper and some markers, if you like drawing.
Mm-hmm. Or you could draw over the bag too with some of your leftover puff paint from one of your other projects.
Or your cloth markers.
Or
if you
your
got
cloth
them.
markers, right? Or your pen. So you can see where this would be something that might be, how could you use it? How could you use this bag? Like, when do you think you might use it?
Well, you could put all the things inside. You could take like the puff paint and like you could write stress bag or
Mm-hmm.
calm down bag or.
Right? You could take it with you when you go different places. Maybe.
Mhm.
I had a daughter who, when she was a little bit younger than you, would get upset and she'd want to go run away. So she would take an apple and something like this and go to the corner of our yard, and that was her idea of running away. So maybe you could use it as that, something like that. Go find this little spot and just sit there and be by yourself a little bit.
An apple?
Yep,
Her food source?
that was her food source. Yep, she would just take an apple, sit in the corner of the yard, and she thought she
Calm
was running.
down.
Yeah, no, she thought she was running away. So this could be something that would comfort you, right?
Mhm.
And of the stuff that's in the bag, your idea of the best part is, what's the best thing in the bag?
This.
You think?
Obviously.
What's the second best thing?
The Play-Doh.
The Play-Doh. Okay, do you have a third best thing?
Probably the bubbles. I like the bubbles.
Yeah.
And then the notepad.
So from a kid point of view, do you think like this is something that a kid would really like having? Yeah? You would recommend it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think we have another project well done here, Danny.
Boo!